Hi, I'm Mimi, and you're listening to Minute to Mimi podcast. Recorded this episode 2 times now. People say it's a lie. So I started the first recording, found out it wasn't recording, yapped for 30 minutes, nothing was being recorded, right? Started the second recorded the second recording, stopped halfway, phone went off, recording lost. It's as if the forces don't even want me to come back to the podcasting space because, like, how? This is in the space of 3 hours now. Content gone. And the thing is that I said I was going to give a new episode on Saturday, right? Me on my own, by myself. Opened my keyboard and typed that and posted it. And now I cannot go back on my word because I've put myself under pressure to actually give a new episode. Okay, so we're going to record this again. We're going to like the second recording I made that I lost. 1 hour. 1 hour of yapping gone. God in heaven. Now I'm asking myself, like, is it worth it? Can I not just not post an episode? Like nobody will beat me at the end of the day. Cause like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, okay. Welcome. Welcome to Minute Mimi. I'm Mimi, your beautiful host. And well, we haven't posted in a while. I feel like for most of my episodes this year, maybe not all, maybe not most, maybe I'm exaggerating, I don't know. But from what I can remember, I don't have the memory of an elephant. So from what I can remember, I feel like most of them start off with me saying, "Oh my gosh, I haven't recorded in a while." And I truly have not recorded in a while. Truly, I have not recorded in a while. And this year, I've been very inconsistent, very, very inconsistent. And what saved me earlier this year was having like episodes I had already recorded and edited. So all I had to do was post them. But once I was done with my stash of like edited episodes, because I still have some recorded, but they're not edited, so I can't post them, and I don't have the zeal to edit them. I'm even looking at some of them now. I'm like, is this ever going to see the light of day? I don't know. I don't know. But there are two most recent ones that I recorded, and I do want to post those ones, right? But to edit them, to edit them. And this episode is supposed to be the beginning of season 3 because Ministry Mimi is 2 years old on the 31st of December, and which is when I should be releasing this episode. But I'm going to release it earlier because it's been a while, it's been a while, and I just need to let you people know that, proof of life. I'm still here, I'm still breathing, we're still good, the pod is still going, right? It's just minor setbacks and life being life that is happening right now. So this episode is supposed to be how was your 2024? I'm so excited. I love recording these episodes. I love it. And that was the first episode I made for the pod ever. How was your 2022 was the first episode I ever made for the pod. So it's kind of like an annual thing where I just give people like gist and like the lowdown of how my year went, what I learned this year, yada yada yada. You get the gist. So where do we start? Where do we start? And like, even if I put out this episode, it's supposed to be beginning of season 3, right? But it's not going to be the beginning of season 3 this time around, which is sad because I like to start the new season with like the end of the year slash beginning of the new year. But the only thing in life that's constant is change, right? So for now, that pattern is going to have to change because I still have um episodes that I would like to release as part of season 2. So this episode is going to have to join that batch and be released as part of season 2. So until I've gotten those episodes out, I don't want to start season 3 because those episodes are not season 3 worthy. No offense, like they're good, but I just feel like since I recorded them in the period of season two being season two, they should be released as season two episodes. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. And I should release them because I feel like my guests at this point are like, was there any point coming to your show if you're not going to ever post our episode? I will post it. I will post it. Calm down. Calm down. I will post it. I promise. I will edit and I will post. Okay. So yeah, I think the last episode I posted was the final year series, The Rant, and you people ate up that episode from my Spotify for podcasters wrapped. That was my best episode this year. I don't know what people saw in the episode. Is it the relation to struggle? I don't know, but like it was. I love the love that we got on that episode, and I promised. Okay, did I really promise? I said I was going to do a series, right? I mean, that's the name, the final year series. But then now I'm a graduate, and it's just like off character to now be doing a final year series. I don't know if people still want it. Let me know. Let me know if you still want those episodes. I'll try to go back in time and make them, but I don't know. I feel like I don't want to make them anymore. But at the same time, I feel like there's so much I have to say about my final year that I should make them. Sha, tell me if you want the episodes, and I will be motivated to make it, right? Because we have to complete the series. We said we were going to do a series, so we should complete it. Uh, where are we now? So this wouldn't be the start of season three, unfortunately. I don't know when season three will start because I can't guarantee that after posting this episode, that means that we're back. Like we're back. I can't guarantee that. I can't say that we're back, like fully back, like back to posting every month. I can't vouch for myself right now. Okay, the only reason I'm doing this one is because I pressure I pressured myself. I literally posted and I was like, people should hold me if I don't post this thing. So I can't guarantee consistency for now. So that's where we are at for that. Okay. You already know that I love the ending of the year and the new year. I don't know, there's just something about the air. There's just something about the hamatan and the dust that gets to me. Besides, and funny enough, I have more like allergies. I don't know if to put it like that. Like I'm always sneezing and like tearing up with itchy eyes and all of that in the rainy season. But since we crossed over to November, okay, let me say since we crossed over to December and the weather has been drier, less rain, more dust, I'm fine. My eyes are not itching. I'm not sneezing. I'm not grunting. My throat is fine. Like this season just gets me. It just is like, yes, you are meant for this. I don't know. I don't know. The cool breeze. It just gives off ease. Like if you want to catch me at my happiest, come to me. Come and talk to me at the end of the year or the beginning of the new year. I'll answer. I'm here for you. That is when I'm most cheerful. Honestly, I love this period and I love making these episodes. This how was your year? So how was my 2024? Because it helps me to like reflect and like figure out things I did right and things I learned and things I should do in next year, right? And I dare say 2024 was quite eventful, quite eventful. Like I enjoyed this year. I cannot lie. Like of all the years that I remember being alive, because I can't give account for 1 to 13 years old. But for all the years that I can remember being alive, this year was nice. I won't say it's the best, but it was nice. I wouldn't mind reliving this year, to be honest. I'll fix some things that I did wrong, sure, but overall, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself this year. Can't lie. I had a blast. It was nice. Okay. So let's dive into the episode. How was my 2024? I don't know. Can you not see how excited I am making this episode? Okay. I'm going to be calm now. How did my year start off? My year did not start off nice. It actually started off very stressful. I was very stressed at the beginning of the year, which is unlike me because, like I said, I love the beginning of the year. But last year, around this time, I was house hunting in school with my brother because we needed a house to live in school. So We were house hunting through the ending of last year to the beginning of this year. So it was a bit, not a bit, it was stressful. I was stressed. So that was the beginning of the year, house hunting. Then we eventually found a house, obviously, and we settled in. So the beginning of the year was more like finding balance because my brother also entered school this year. And for some reason, they thought, since you're older than him, or since you decided that you're going to senior somebody, you'll be a good guide. I don't know who gave them that information. I became the guardian. But yeah, and he stressed my life. I love him, but he stressed my life. God, the beginning of this year was so stressful because it was like doing something new. Okay, and then I entered final year. I entered final year this year. So it was like finding a new balance with living with my brother, helping him find his own balance, balancing my own life. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was very stressful. I remember being very stressed at the beginning of the year, up till like maybe April before I was like, okay, I can breathe now, you know. And then plus that stress of being alive, there was the stress of school. And I was starting to write my project. Hey, and little did I know, I entered final year all happy, all cheerful, all glad, gleaming, beaming, grinning ear to ear. I didn't know that my entire net worth was going to be spent in one session of school. From writing the project to the FYB weeks to the what do they even call it? Contribute for this and contribute for that and contribute to the projects that we did. Like money was spent, and now to clearance because I'm now doing my final clearance and money has been spent. That's all I can say. Hopefully, we make it back and more next year because for now, we're on break. We're on break. What do they call sabbatical? That's what we're doing right now. Okay. So yeah, that was the beginning of my year. Then I don't think I did anything like interesting February, March, April. When I reached May, which is when your beautiful host was born on the 3rd of May. So for my birthday, how did I spend my birthday this year? I Oh, okay, I was sick on my birthday. I don't know if to say sick or ill. I recently found out that sick is for mental illnesses, but then they're called mental illnesses, not mental sicknesses. So I don't know if you can use them interchangeably. But you get the point. I wasn't feeling best on my birthday. So the night before my birthday, okay, let's start from the initial plan for my birthday. The initial plan for my birthday was to stay inside my house and sleep and rest and eat good food. Because, like I said, I was drained from the beginning of the year. I was tired. I had been through so much. I just wanted to use my birthday. And I think my birthday this year was on a weekend. I think it was like on a Friday or a Saturday. I'm not sure. But I know that I was going to be like inside. I wasn't going to be doing anything. So I really just wanted to stay inside and sleep and eat good food. Like that was the plan for my birthday. But then the day before the day came, and my friend was like, "But you always are so hyped about your birthday. Why not hyped about this one? You should go out." And my sister was like, "Oh, you should just try and do something, no matter what it is." I was like, "Okay, well, let me listen to them." Blah blah blah. So the night before my birthday, I went to my friend's house. Then we went to get my nails done, and there I see my birthday nail set was beautiful. Like it was so fine. I want to recreate that set. I cannot lie. It was so nice. It was so nice that okay, I think after my birthday we went on holiday for school, right? So I still refused to take the nails off. I was like, no, these nails are gonna they will fall off on their own before I will take them out. That's how gorgeous they were. I didn't want to stop looking at them on my hand. Like I was like, so my hand can be this fine. Gosh, it was so fine. It was so fine. It was so fine. That's the point I'm trying to make. Anyway, so I got my nails done. And then I don't know what it is that I ate or I drank because I didn't eat or drink anything out of the ordinary, right? I didn't try anything new or spontaneous or anything like that. So I don't know what exactly it was. But for some reason, on my way from that shop that I did my nails to back to my friend's house, right? My stomach said, hold up, something is about to come out from you. Yes, and it's going to be massive. And then I was on the road, though, and I turned to my friend. I said, a lot is happening right now. find me the nearest toilet available. So we decided to go to her friend's house because that was the closest house to where we were. And mind you, I've never been to this house before. And to top it all off, all off, I'm not Yoruba. Oh. To top it all off, all up, yeah. Her friend was Shano around, so her friend was not even at home, right? So who we met was her friend's mother. So imagine entering a house for the first time, and what you're saying is, "Good evening, ma'am. Please, can I use your toilet?" Those were the words that flew out of my mouth because if it was not flying out of my mouth, that poop was gonna be flying out of my butt. TMI, too much information. I don't know if my husband is listening to this thing. Please, I'm a demure babe, okay, classy, elegant. But yes, so that was my birthday experience. So I started purging or stooling. I don't know what the right term for it is. From that night till my birthday, and it got worse on the day like of my birthday. I was so tired. I was so drained. I was just visiting the latrine. What's the French word for toilet? Is it toilette or latrine? I think it's latrine. I keep saying I'll browse it, but I never do. But I think it's latrine. Anyways, I kept going to the toilet over and over again until like the night of the day, say like maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I couldn't even eat. I didn't want to stand up. The only time I was standing up was to go and poop. Like I was so drained. I think that's the worst purging experience I've ever had, and I don't wish to experience it again. I don't know, does that count as food poisoning, right? It was bad though. It was terrible, but I'm glad it didn't last more than that day. I did take drugs for it that day, Sha, and it didn't like after that day. I was fine. I was okay. I was still a bit tired, but I wasn't like purging anymore. So that's how I spent my 19th birthday, guys. I spent it in the toilet. I spent it on the toilet seat. Happy 19th birthday to me. But yeah, so after that, okay, that night, my mommy now sent me money because I'm her baby. My mommy sent me money. Shout out to my mommy that sent me money. And she was like, okay, go and get like pizza because it's like family tradition at this point to have pizza and wine or drinks, whatever, on everybody's birthday. So since I wasn't at home for all of us to do it together, she sent me the money to do it. So I went with my brother, my benefactor. But I don't know if he's the benefactor or I'm the benefactor. Huh. The one receiving is that is it the one giving or receiving as the benefactor? I should browse words before I use them or like search the meaning. But I used to be very good with words. What's happening? Anyway, we went together to get the pizza, and that was how I spent my birthday. So like maybe a day after that or a week, I don't remember. But when I was feeling better, like I said, I don't have the memory of an elephant. When I was feeling better, I and my friend now went to like we went to swim. Yes, yes, yes. We went to swim. So the first day we went there, which is like maybe 1 week after my purging experience, we now got there, bought our tickets. Let's say we got there around like 6 o'clock, right? We got the tickets for swimming, and then we took a few pictures because it was a hotel and it was fine. So we took a few pictures, and then we went to the swimming area, let's say by like 6:30. And then we met the instructors or lifeguards, I don't know what to call them. And they were like, "Oh, the pool is closed." And we went back to the reception and we are like, "The pool is closed." And this man looked us in the eye and was like, "Oh, it skipped his mind. Why will you not skip your mind when you will not stop toasting people and do your job?" But it's fine. It's fine. We are fine girls. We understand. But do your job and do it competently. So we were like, okay, can you refund us? And he said no. Well, he said they only do refunds on Thursday, and on Thursday the manager will have to be around to do the refund. I was like, so no. All this long story that you're telling us now is that no, you cannot refund us our money. So he was like, okay, but what he can do is that he's going to sign on the tickets or receipts and we can use it anytime we wish. And I was like, but I'm not coming back here anytime soon. No. He was like, oh, that's fine. 3 months, 6 months, come back anytime you want. The tickets will still be valid. We said, okay, and we went on our merry way. So maybe like a month after this, because I know that we resumed school again for like second semester. So maybe a month after this whole escapade. Basically, I did not spend my birthday well. I spent the actual day. in the toilet. And then the day that I said, okay, let me go and like do something, I couldn't even do that. So maybe I should have gone with my original plan of just staying inside, guys. But now that's not going to work next year because next year is Big 20. Big 20. We have to do something, okay? We have to do something. God willing, we will do something. But I'm not even going to pressure myself, right? If it doesn't work, I will stay inside my house. I will eat good food and I'll sleep because that's the ultimate celebration of life. Okay, so maybe a month later, I don't know, we finally went to do that. So I celebrated my birthday a month later, basically. But it's all good. It's all good. I had well, I had fun, but I don't consider swimming fun. I don't know. I used to when I was a child, right? Because we have a swimming pool in our house in my village. Igbo people wahala, please don't ask me why we took swimming pool to the village. Igbo people wahala. And whenever we traveled there for like December holiday and all those things, I remember that me and my siblings and I like we used to enjoy being in the pool. They would even be begging us, come out, come, it's okay, it's night, it's cold, come out for where we are playing. But now I don't find it fun. I find it more like exercise, to be honest. So when people tell me that, oh, okay, that you're like, I'm going out, and I ask you where are you going to, you're like, I'm going swimming. I'm like, why? It's not it's not fun. And if you're somebody that is not fit like me, your body is going to pain you. It will pain you when you come out of that pool. Like when you sleep and wake up the next day, it's going to feel like you went to the gym for the first day or you did an exercise for the first day. Your body is going to pain you. Like I don't find it fun. I don't find it an exciting like if I say I want to go out now and catch the fun of my life, I say I'm going swimming. No. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. To each their own. So yeah, that was how I spent my birthday. Fast forward from May, June. I don't think I did anything special. Honestly, for somebody that said this year was quite exciting. Okay. June, July. Uh, okay, I forgot to mention in April I had a school project, right, where we were supposed to shoot a movie. And I could not feel my pinky toe on my left foot for 2 months after that project. All for what? All for my school to edit this thing and give me comedy out of the horror movie that we acted. But the point I'm trying to make here is that I was a top notch production manager. There is nothing they needed on that set that I did not have. Nothing. I had it all. Is it money? Is with me because I kept the money of the group, right? Clothes. I basically brought my entire box to set. Wig, I got you. There was nothing they needed on that set. Props, so if I had it all. I'm so proud of myself. Like honestly, I'm so proud of myself. But then I also had to step in as a director, which is why I couldn't feel my left pinky toe for a while because I stood. The standing that I stood for them to shoot this movie is inexplainable. Unexplained. What's wrong with my English? Unexplainable. On. It cannot be explained. Thank God for synonyms and other ways to rephrase sentences. It can't be explained, honestly. I couldn't feel my toe, no joke. But I guess the experience was worth it. It was, I can't say it was fun. It wasn't fun, but every time I look back at it, I'm like, I'll make a good production manager. For real, for real, for real. Production went smooth. Okay. So that was April, right? I was stressed. I was stressed in April. That movie, starting final year, writing my project. I remember one day, right? So there was the stress of regular school and assignments and all of that. Then there was the stress of living with my brother. Then there was the stress of like figuring out things for the movie because this was before we started shooting. Only for them to now text me that, oh, the scriptwriter said that she cannot write the script again, that she has lost the ones like She had already typed a few scenes, or like a lot of scenes actually, and she lost them all. And her system this and her system that. I was like, eh? This is 1 month, or like no, because it was still in April, right? So this is like maybe 2 weeks before we're supposed to be shooting this movie. We have not rehearsed, nothing, and you're telling me you can't finish the script. In fact, you can't even give me the one you've written before. We should start from the beginning. Then I was also writing chapter two of my project, right? And if you know that chapter two is where the problem is at. Like no other chapter stressed me as much as chapter two. It's the bulkiest chapter. It's the most like where they say you're doing research is in that chapter two. Then you cannot copy and paste though because of plagiarism. And then I did not run mad writing that chapter. Thank my God, thank my mother, and thank my sisters. Because and thank my friends. They're all in my acknowledgements anyways. Because that night I just sat down on my ground and I started to cry. I had a panic attack. I couldn't breathe. My friend had to even come from the hostel because I think I was already talking to her, right? Then the text came in. So I was like, "Huh, I'm not breathing. I'm not breathing. You people should better come and rescue me." So she had to come. I was like, calm down, patting my back, like spraying me water safe because it wasn't a funny experience. But now that I look back at it, right, I'm like, what were you crying for? Like, what were you crying for? Now you have submitted your project, you have done the defense, you have like you're done. That chapter is closed, literally. Because it's literally closed. Now the binded project is on my table gathering dust. Like, what were you crying for? But when you're in the moment, you don't really see it like that. In the moment, I was so stressed. I was so stressed. I was so stressed, stressed out of my brains. So yeah, that was my April. That was my May, June. I became the sister of the bride in April because my sister got engaged in April. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So that was April. Uh, June, July, nothing. August, September, October. Okay, September was when I wrote my final paper, and I had a blast writing those papers. Like that was the best exam of my entire life. Can't lie, can't even cap. Best exam ever, right? So it was also our final year week, which is like a Nigerian university thing at this point. So if you're a Nigerian university goer or student, you know what I'm saying. You have like themes for each day of the week while you're writing like your final paper, or I don't know, share a week, right? It could be during your final paper, after or before. Share a week for final year students. So ours was like while we were writing our exams. So I was like shuffling between my friend's room in the hostel and my house because during exams I don't like to stay in my house. Or if I'm in my house, I don't like to stay alone because I feel like I won't be serious enough to read. People think that I'm serious with education, but I'm really not, to be very honest with you. It's not that I don't put in effort, but like if you leave me alone without like a group or people to motivate me, ego hard. Ego hard, right? So, and since I was living with my brother, they couldn't be in my house. So I was like shuffling between her hostel room and my house. So I would go to my house in the morning, in the night, sorry, like after the exam, freshen up, take my clothes for the next day, and go back to our room to read and like everything. My people, we did 80% arranging our clothes for the next day and 20% reading. Can't lie. That night, we'll be stretching hair, curling wigs, conditioning. Because I did boho braids, right? So I'll put conditioner every night and every morning to it make it bounce, to make it shine. Somebody that has an exam. Somebody that has an exam. Like, when they're like, I'm just a girl, that was the top definition of it. Imagine three girls preparing cloth and accessories for the next day instead of reading for exams. And then we will now have like five different alarms to wake us up in the middle of the night, well, middle of the morning, anyways, because that night there's no way we're going to read. I think on my TikTok, I have a video where I have like a lot of alarms 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. because we needed to wake up to read, though. It's not week that we'll go and write inside the exam. But like I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed getting ready together. I enjoyed going for the exams together. Oh, and if you want to see my outfits for each day, go and check my TikTok. I don't think I told you that I opened a TikTok account, but this is your formal declaration. Go and check my TikTok if you want to see it. I ate. There was corporate day for the first day. Second day was Ankara day. Third day was sports. That's jersey. Fourth day, what was the fourth day? Costume. I ate my costume. I ate my costume up. Scrum diddlyumptious. I can't believe I just said that. But it was so nice. I loved my costume. I think of all my outfits, costume day was it for me. Then Friday was like sign out day, white and jeans. So costume day, I dressed as a pageant winner, right? And initially, when I was thinking of what to dress up as for costume day, I was like, there's this dress in my sister's closet, in my sister's wardrobe. That looks so nice to go as a princess or a queen type of thing. So I told my sister, not the owner of the dress, by the way. And she was like, if you're going to do that, you should go all out. Like, you should be are you not Miss World? Are you not Miss Universe? Look at you. And I said, you are right. So I bought a sash that says Miss Universe, expensive sash for just a one time use, but God is with us. And it ate, I can't lie, I loved that costume. I loved it so much. Best day. After that, I liked my jersey for Jersey Day. I think those were my two favorite outfits for the whole day, for the whole week. Sorry. You want to see it? Go to TikTok. Go to TikTok, guys. Go to TikTok. So that's that. TikTok is Chimema Ugo. You want to know how to spell Chimema? Go to Spotify or Apple Music, or anywhere you listen to podcasts basically, and type in Isumimi, you'll see my name, Minisumimi by Chimema Ugo. Okay? Don't forget to follow, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Then head over to TikTok and do the same. Okay. I'm digressing so much. I've forgotten where I was now. Oh my god, where was I? Oh yeah, my exams in September. So, and do you know the funny thing? With such little effort that I put in, I got parallel A's. For the first time in my life, I got parallel A's throughout the result. I think I did 6 courses. The sixth one was project, so there's no exam for that one. So I wrote 5 exams in total. A's for something that I did not even put my chest to read. I was now like, wait, though, the other ones that I used to put my mind down and read these things, was I wasting my time? Because I'll put my mind down, read this thing, digest it, only to get C. Only to get a C. Hmm. And yeah, it's questionable, Sha. It's questionable, but it is what it is, I guess. So there was that, and I really enjoyed that period though. I enjoyed writing the exams. I enjoyed getting ready to go and write the exams, taking pictures after, taking pictures before. Oof, nice. And I even remember like the night before the first paper, so that's Sunday night before Monday, I went to get my nails done because everything, I don't know why we did not prepare like beforehand, or why I didn't prepare beforehand. Sha. Everything kind of happened like in a rush that weekend. So I was going to get my somewhere that's writing an exam on Monday morning. Monday morning talking about me while I'm spending money. Okay, so I was going to get my nails done that Sunday evening, right? And then my friends and I had already agreed that we were going to do like a prayer. I mean, this was our final exam. We needed all the help we could we could get. So we had decided that we were going to do like a 30 minutes prayer, all of us in my friend's room in the hostel. So I also had to do my nails that night, sorry. A lot happened that day. Honestly, that day too, my friend Queenette was going to install her frontal. So let me even just start from the beginning of that Sunday, right? So that Sunday, I went to church, and then from church, I went to my friend's hostel because she wanted to go and install her frontal. She was like, I should go with her after church. So I went to her hostel. She got ready. We now went to the salon for her to install the frontal. They were now installing the front. They were installing the frontal, and then time was passing. time was sharp passing. Let's say we went to the salon around like, let's say like 1 o'clock. So we had to wait for the girl that was supposed to do her own to come. So let's say we waited for like 30 minutes or like 1 hour, and then they started by like 2 o'clock to install. So when they were done, it was already like 4 o'clock, right? So that 4 o'clock, my other friend Sophia came and she was carrying a lot. So we had to go and drop her a lot in the hostel. So they left me to go and drop the stuff in the hostel. I went to where I was going to do my nails, but the woman that was going to do my nails was doing somebody else's nails, right? So I had to wait for them to be done. So let's say I waited till like 6, 7, then they started mine. And I tell you, these nails were not drying. She painted it and it was not drying each time she put the top coat on. But now I'm doubting that it was top coat. Maybe she was using base coat because I was getting gel, right? And it's easy to like mistake top coat and base coat because they look the same. So I feel like she was using base coat, which is why it wasn't drying on like the gel polish. Because she'll put the polish, put the polish would dry, put the top coat wasn't drying. It was now making everything look smudgy and messy. We did this over and over again. Time was going. I finished this thing by like 10 p.m. in the night. No, I'm not even joking. That was when I was done. I wish I vlogged it. I was going to vlog it for TikTok, but my dear, I shall need a new phone. That's just the summary of this matter because I don't have space. I don't have space. Story for another day. So I was done by like 10 and they did the prayer by like 8, 8:30, of which they had to wait for me. The reason they even did it by that 8:30 was because they were waiting for me. At some point I was like, you know what, you guys should just pray. I mean, I'm there in the spirits, guys, because this is not going to end anytime soon. I'm telling you that I've not read. I've not read for the paper I'm going to write. I'm doing my nails till 10 in the night. Hmm. So I did my nails. I finally entered back inside school. And it was already 10 p.m. So the shuttles, that's like taxis in my school, they were not like running like that again. I had to take drop with some random people that were also stranded like me from the gate to the place that was, which is the hostel place I was going. That was how I finally reached that hostel by like 2:11. Guys, I kid you not, I slept. I slept. But then I did wake up early. And funny enough, this is how like I'm better at reading, right? When I wake up early, let's say I sleep by like 11, I wake up by like 4, I'll read. I'll be so focused and I'll read, right? So that was what I did. Then by like 6 or 7, come and see your stretching wig. Because my friend did her frontal right, but the ends of the wig had to be bobbed because it's like a straight wig. So we had to like straighten and bob it every morning. Come and see us bobbing this wig. Then Sophia also wore wig, so we'll be brushing her own wig out. Then when we're done, we'll condition my own hair. Everything was so messy. And every single day that we were dressing, we were looking for something. I'm not even going to lie. We were looking. The first day, it was Queenette's brooch because the dress that she wore, she wanted to add a brooch to just add a touch of like accessories to the dress because it was a plain black dress, right? We looked for this brooch and looked for this brooch. We couldn't find it. We went to write the exam. Came. I think we finally found it on like Wednesday, which is like 2 days after. Every single day that we were dressing up, like we were looking for something. Then for costume day, which was Thursday, right? The earrings I wanted to wear, I didn't take it from my house. And there was no way I was going to go to my house and come back before like going to write the exam. It was just too much stress. So I didn't. I had to wear one of Queenette's and it still went with the outfit. So that wasn't so bad. Then even on Monday, right? Because my school fees receipt, so they did this thing where they stamp your receipt and to enter the hall or to like shall be validated to write the exam, even if they didn't really take it seriously. You have to have like that your stamped receipt. So my receipt was with Sophia because she was the one that helped me stamp it because I wasn't in school when they were doing the stamping stuff, right? She left it at home. She left it in her own house with her own receipt. That Monday morning, she had to run back home to go and bring this week. Very chaotic. You see this week, very chaotic, but worthwhile. It was so interesting. It was like that was the peak of girlhood for me. It was I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Then fast forward to sign out day. I'm even getting goosebumps talking about it. Fast forward to sign out day, right? So I remember in fact the night before sign out day, we made like a gospel playlist that we were going to blast on the sign out day, which we did. We did blast it, if you're wondering. So we made like a playlist. That was what we were doing in the night though, before the exam. God. I'm still wondering, like, what did I write that I got A's, please? I mean, I know I wrote well, right? But I feel like I've put more effort in the past into my exams. And my result was not this wonderful. Mm. There may be low effort that is giving people results now because I don't even know. Anyway, so we made the playlist, we slept, then we woke up early to read as per usual. Then where was I going with this? Okay, so I remember writing my exam and I wrote the paper. I feel like crying now that I'm even telling you. I wrote the paper, right? And when I was done writing, like I was done answering my 4 questions, my final 4 questions for my undergrad, I was just like, wow. So I'm done. Like I'm literally done. Like it was dawning on me that I'm done. I was like, I cannot believe this is it. So I wrote the paper, submitted my answer sheet, and came outside. I submitted quite early. So I came outside and I stood at the balcony. A lot of people weren't out yet. So my friends weren't out, right? So I stood at the balcony for a while and I was like, I'm getting dizzy. Like, you people are trying to tell me that I'm done. I'm not going to attend another lecture. I'm not going to write another exam for my undergraduate degree. Like, my 4 years is done. It was so overwhelming to me. So I went to the hallway and I said, okay, let me check my phone because obviously I was writing exams. I wasn't with my phone. So as I collected my bag and everything, I was like, let me check my phone. Then I saw 27 messages from my mother. Hmm. I can never forget the number 27 messages. I feel like it's that thing where you're so overwhelmed, right? And you want to send a long thing, but you're just sending it in like short sentences. So you type something and you send it, type and you send it. I feel like that was how she sent that message. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. You've made me, oh my God, I don't want to cry. I can't talk about this thing without tearing up. Like I'm literally tearing up right now. Whew. So she was like, "Oh my God!" After our struggle, because we have struggled though, I've suffered. I feel like if I were to tell like a detailed account of the past 3 years of my life, people will tell me that I'm lying. Because if there's one thing I'm not going to do, I'm never going to look like my problems. Like only my closest friends know that I've suffered. Eh? Hmm. So she was like, after all the suffer, after all the struggle, all our tears, because we have cried though. Me and my mother, we have cried. We have cried. Hmm. The things that me and that woman have seen, I can't even begin to explain it. So when I saw the messages, I was like, oh my God, like, who? I really don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry. I was like, oh my God, truly, this is it. Like, all the school fees, all the running helter skelter, coming to drop me in school, buying provisions, that attending 8 a.m. classes, not attending 8 a.m. classes, being stressed, assignments. Oh, the lecturer yelled at me. It's all over. Like this is it. It was a mixture of emotions for me. Because while I was happy, I was excited, I was elated that I'm a graduate, guys. At the same time, I was like, wow, like this phase of my life has truly come to an end. Like I still can't fathom it till now. And I feel like since I'm still like going to school, oh my god, I said like too much. Since I'm still going to school to do like to do clearance and all of that, I feel like it hasn't, oh my god. it hasn't dawned on me that truly in a matter of months, I will have no business with this campus anymore. Unless like I'm going to visit my brother or something, I will have no business with it. Like that phase of my life is truly done, and it's scary, it's new, it's change. So it was just a mixture of emotions, and I was crying. I just stood on the hallway, right? I was crying. Oof, I can't. Like, I cannot even put in words the emotions that I felt on that spot because I felt many emotions that day, right? But on that spot, hmm, hot tears. It was like I was just replaying my life from year one till now. A lot has happened. I'll tell you that 4 years is no joke. It's no joke, honestly. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Okay, so I sha cried. Then more people started coming out of the exam hall, right? My friends came out, then we started signing on each other's shirts, and they were like, "Oh my God, don't cry. It's a happy occasion." I was like, "My dear, the overwhelmed that I'm overwhelmed here. So don't cry. It's even making the tears to come out more." It was an eventful day. So we went downstairs. Took pictures, and I think I want to say we finished writing that. I'm still very teary, like the goosebumps. I want to say we finished writing that paper by like 11 a.m. in the morning. When I got home, I kid you not, 6 p.m. in the evening. That day was stressful, but it was fun. We took pictures, we celebrated. Queenette's mom and sister came. Sophia's friend came. Even her pastor came. Like it was quite an eventful day. We signed on our friends' shirts, went to other faculties, signed. Like, ah, it was a day. It was a day, and all through the day, I just kept thinking like, this is it. My classroom experience has literally ended here, at least for undergrad. And like this is all I've known for my entire life, right? Since I was 1.5 years old, I've been going to school. That is the routine that my life has taken. And then for the past 3.5 or 4 years, however you want to look at it, I've been seeing the same people, attending lectures, seeing the same lecturers. Like it was a routine. And now it has just, oh my God, now it has just come to an end. I don't know, but I'm still very overwhelmed by the thought of it. Like I'm so grateful to God because, guy, the roller coaster. Maybe one day I'll tell the story. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but maybe one day I'll tell this. I think I should tell the story of my sister because the two of us we have seen Shege in this thing called university. Oh. We have seen Shege. Hmm. But it's all good. By the way, my sister is also in her final year now. And as I'm recording this is her own FYB week. I'm proud. I'm proud. You'll soon call me sister of the doctor. I've been sister of the bride. Now I'm going to be sister of the doctor, right? Okay, so that was my September. Then after the exams, my friend, me, Sophia, and Queenette were like, we have to celebrate. Like, this is a total milestone. We have to celebrate. So, the I think the day after, because that night everybody was just like, you know what, go home or go to the hostel, go to your individual spaces, right, and relax. And just breathe. Take a deep breath, take a moment to yourself, sleep it off, everything. Then the next day we were going to go to Sophia's house. And we did. We went to Sophia's house and we had like a sleepover that day, right? Then we woke up on Sunday. We went to her church on Sunday. Then in the evening of that Sunday, we went out. Guys, don't ever go out without a plan. We went out without a plan. We had no idea where we were going. We went to like 5 different stops that day. I think I still have the clips. I should put it together. Ugh, I should put it together and make a TikTok video. That was the initial plan. We went to like 5 or 6 different locations. So the first one we went to, it wasn't giving what we wanted, right? We left. Then we went to another one. The waitress was rude, and I told them I'm not staying here. If there's one thing about me, I don't like when like receptionists or waitress, I don't like when they are rude. And I understand that you may have had like a rough day. But if I'm not rude to you, just answer me plainly. Like, don't even be rude. This girl literally threw the menu on the table and was like, she'll be back to take our order. I'm like, did I offend you? I greeted you with a warm smile. I was happy, like I've never seen you in my life before, and this is your reception of me. I don't know, but me, I don't like it. We sha looked at the menu, sha. It's not like we left because of the girl. We looked at the menu and they didn't have anything that we wanted to order there. And then we left. Then we went to a few more stops. Some were even closed, right? Because it was night. Some were closed. We now eventually settled on. We went to this one that we settled on first. Not first, but like it was the third stop, right? We went there. We were doing. We don't really know. We don't really know. We now left. We walked, checked all the restaurants in the whole of GRA, only for us to land back there. And we're like, let's just settle here. Then we got pizza. Then we went to Market Square and got yogurt, and that was it. Wasn't the celebration we planned. Then again, we left without a plan. We planned to have like a dinner type of thing, right? But that didn't work out obviously because we left without a plan. So we got what we got, and we still had fun. Then on Monday, which was the next day, to attend to Israel, right? Uh, then came project defense, maybe like 3 weeks after or 2 weeks after our exams. Then results, and I'm a graduate, guys. I'm a graduate, guys. You should come and employ graduate too. Okay, so that was my September and October because I defended in October. So fast forward to November, I became the proper sister of the bride, Ashwebi, bridesmaid. Okay, so we went to my village. I'm from Imo State, if you're wondering, for the trad. It was an intimate, small like wedding, and it was so beautiful. I cried, and I don't know what's with me these days. I'm so emotional. Like every small thing, I'm crying, and I know that I've always been like a crybaby all my life. But that one is that I was crying for unnecessary things, right? This one is that I actually feel very touched deep in my heart. And if you know me, you know that I'm a hard girl. Like I don't cry. Like I'm not so emotional. This one is that I'm watching a movie, I'm crying. I've gotten a movie I saw recently, and I cried. And I bet I'm promising you that this movie. I wish I would remember what movie it was. It was not even sad. I think it was even a romance drama or something like. I was crying. Like every little thing gets to me these days, and I cannot explain it. I don't know. I mean, they say you should get in tune with your emotions or whatever. Maybe that's what is going on. I can't explain it honestly. But yeah, I cried. I cried on my sister's wedding day. At one point, I was like, "How is the bride herself not even crying?" Like it was stressful. Though. It was stressful nonetheless. I washed an amount of plates I didn't know was humanly possible to wash. Me and my sister, we washed it. We turned Gary like we were serving a buffet. Was it worth it? Yes. Will I do it again? 1,000 times yes. Like and then there was this part where like I cried so many times. I cried when my sister went to give her husband the drink. I cried when she was being presented to like the women of the community, and so they were singing for her, and then my oof, oh my god, I just got a rush of goosebumps. And then my mom was like blessing her, and then she was like spreading like wrappers because it's like a sign of blessing on her. Expensive wrappers. Oh. But yeah, it was so beautiful. Like, and I was filming, and in that video, if I could play it back, you would hear like the women telling me not to cry because like it's a happy occasion. They're like, "Oh my god, are you already missing your sister?" I was just bawling my eyes out, guys. Like, and then I remember after that, I now ran upstairs because my other sister, not the bride, was upstairs with the makeup artist. I ran upstairs. I was like, "Ma, you have to come downstairs. Like, you're missing a lot." Like, I don't even know how Nana is not crying. Mind you, Nana is the one getting married. Nana is the one that's married. Mma is the one that's going to be a doctor. That's not married. So I was like, I don't know how Nana is not crying, and I don't even know how you're not downstairs. Like, are you people not feeling the emotions that I'm feeling? Oh, I cried, dude. Then I remember that the next day, because the wedding was on a Friday, so the next day was Saturday, right? Everybody woke up and then they were leaving like my in-laws. I'm not an in-law. Like, come on, this year was nice. I became a graduate and an in-law all in 1 year. Anyway. So my in-laws, my sister's husband, my sister, my other sister, everybody was going to Abuja from like my village for the white wedding, right? But I was going to come back with my mom and my brother to Port Harcourt first. So they were going. I cried that morning. Like I was like, oh my god, how are you married? You're married. My munchkin is married. I've felt emotions this year. I can't even deny it. I've felt so many emotions this year. It's unbelievable. I cried that morning and they were just hugging me. They were like, oh my god. Like, they're like, oh my god, you still see us now. Like, why are you crying? What's going on? I'm like, you will not understand. Nana is married. But yeah. Everybody should departed, and that was that. Came back home. Then Abuja for the white wedding. Beautiful wedding, garden, outdoors. The decor was, oh my, chef's kiss. My sister's dress, her husband's suit, everybody's outfits were just nice. Like, oh no, that was a time had. That was a wonderful party, a wonderful wedding. Honestly, like, too beautiful. And now it's already a month. Like they've already been married for a month. Happy 1 month anniversary to you guys, Nana. I love you people so much. Okay, so that was my November, guys. I was sister of the bride. Then now we're in December, and I'm giving you people a download of my of my life. I haven't done anything exciting in December, just resting. Okay, I was doing my school clearance, but that's not exciting. That's stressful and money spendious. Yeah. So that's a rundown of my year, I guess. Oh, I didn't give a spiritual because I always do like a wrap of what my spiritual life looked like, right? Truth be told, it wasn't great. It was not great. I'm not proud to say it, but I will be honest with myself. It was not great, right? However, as chaotic as it may have been, right? The one thing I did not do this year, and I'm so proud of myself that I did not do this year, was like let go of God. Because in the past, like maybe last year or 2022, even 2021, when I started taking my whole like spiritual life seriously, when I'm comfortable, right? When I don't have like pressing issues, when I'm fine, life is moving smoothly, everything is good, everybody's happy, I tend to relax in my spiritual life. I'm like, I'm fine, I don't need to do anything. My dear, this year, as good as it was, I said, no, it's me and God. It's me and the Lord. Fire for fire. Like, I feel like where I was lacking, not even I feel like where I was lacking this year was spending time in the Word. I did not read the Bible this year. Not that I didn't read my Bible at all. I didn't study the word this year. Okay. I wasn't devoted to the word. But you see prayer and you see worship, I will do it. You know how we make fun of like ourselves for growing older and doing the things we made fun of our parents for doing. So when like older people do like the littlest things and they're like, oh my god, thank you. So that's me. That was me this year. I wake up, I'm like, oh, thank you, God, for a new day. It's a new blessing, it's a new opportunity. I think what I really did the most this year was that I was grateful. Like, in as much as like there were bads, because honestly, there were times I was at my lowest, which which is normal, right? I was still so grateful. I never like pushed God aside and tried to like handle it on my own. Who am I? Who am I to think that I've got my own back? Hmm. Please, oh, that if there's one thing I didn't abandon God this year, and I'm so proud of it. Speaking of which, ooh, I left out a juicy aspect of this year. So I joined a fellowship in school. Excuse me. I joined a fellowship in school, the Apostolic Christian Christ Apostolic Church, the Apostolic Church Student Fellowship, right, of Nigeria. I joined tax fund in school. And I initially joined the drama unit, right? I didn't go in like hoping to join the fellowship. I joined the drama unit because I wanted to act on stage, truth be told. But there's no way you join the drama unit and you wouldn't join like uh the fellowship, right? So I joined the drama unit and I acted in their contemporary play for their drama concert and also in their epic play for their drama concert. So rehearsals was a bit stressful because I'll have to go from class to rehearsals, and then the night before the drama concert day we had like all night rehearsals that night. Was it worth it? Yes. Will I do it again? Yes. I had fun. I met new people. I made new friends. Like it was fun. No, I can't lie. It also helped in like my relationship with God because at the end of the day, I've surrounded myself even more with Christians, with people that share like mind with me, with people that know that when you're struggling, you call on the Lord and the Lord alone. So yeah, I acted in the contemporary. I was the lead role in the contemporary play. So it was about a girl. You really need this gist. It was sure about a girl called Asher because our theme or the topic for the drama concert was Eya Asher Eya, which is Hebrew, I believe, for I am who I say I am, which is from the part of the Bible where God said, "Tell them I am that I am sent you." Right? When Moses asked him, if they ask me who sent me, what am I going to say? And he said, "Tell them I am." Like, I think that's my all time wow, wow, like the part of the Bible that continues to give me a wow experience is that particular verse. Tell them I am that I am sent you. That is, he does not need any he is God. He doesn't need an explanation. Who is he? He is who he is, right? So the play was about a girl whose parents died when she was pretty young. So she felt alone, she felt devastated, and there was nobody. Aunties, uncles, everybody left her. So she was an orphan through and through, right? Fending for herself, went into the streets. In Nollywood movies where they're like, she lost her way, that kind of thing, right? But eventually, she got sick, right? And then after she got sick, she found God again. In the end, she still died of the sickness. But that was to pass a message. And the message we were trying to pass across is that God is the I am. Like, He is who He is, regardless of whatever situation, whatever experience you're going through. It does not change the nature of God. Now, that's not to say that God is not feeling, or He's an unempathetic God, or a harsh God, or a God that does not like see our feelings or doesn't relate with us. No, that's not what we're saying. We're just saying that sometimes human beings try to like bubble God into their experiences. So when we're experiencing something bad, we're like, oh my God, how could God let this happen to me? How could God let this happen to this person or this city or this country? But it doesn't remove the fact that He is God, right? We may not understand everything that happens. We may not understand everything He allows to happen. We may not understand everything He causes to happen, but He is God, right? So, in Asha's experience, because Asha was the name of the girl that I played, so I was Asha. So in her experience, she was trying to like bubble God up into the fact that, oh, she lost her parents, nobody cared for her. She did so many like dangerous things to survive. She has been fending for herself alone. She felt alone and unloved. So therefore, there's no God. My dear, that you're going through all of that doesn't change the fact that God is who He is. And I feel like it resonates so much with the story of David, right? If there's any character in the Bible that I think resonates so much with humanity, it's David. I don't think there's any emotion David did not go through in the Bible, to be very honest with you. He may not have experienced it in our own contemporary times, right? But if it's a roller coaster of life, David went through it. So I feel like it is reflected in his life where there were times where he was stranded in the bush fighting war. And sometimes he would, like, if you read Psalms, right? Sometimes he's questioning God. But at the end of the day, he comes to the conclusion that God is God. God is who God is. He has no, like, you cannot box him into your situation. You can't box him into that small experience that you think has summed up your entire life because there's so much more. God is the person that knew you before you were even conceived. That God is the creator of the universe. Like, how do you want to box the being whom the earth is his footstool into one bad experience or one good experience even, because sometimes we also wait for good things to happen to validate that there is God. One name, my brother, my sister, there is God, oh. Irregardless, oh my God, I've turned this episode now into a preaching session. Irregardless of the situation, there is God. Your situation doesn't define God. Yes, some situations might, what's the word, might highlight his presence in your life, but that doesn't sum up the entirety of God. So, what I'm trying to say is don't let go of God because of that situation. Don't let go of God because of that experience. Because God is God and you need Him. You need Him to make it through that experience, to make it past the hurt, to make it past the excitement and all those feelings. You need Him. That's just the truth. Okay? Okay. Moving on. Moving on. I was just trying to tell you guys that I acted in a play, which is something I've always wanted to do. It's like a tick off my bucket list, right? And even still, I would like to venture into the theater scene. Like, I would like to act in more plays, professional plays, right? I don't know when or how we're going to break into that scene, but I would love to do that. I would love to do that. This is a call for people to plug your girl, like, give me opportunities, right? So yeah, and nobody told me the speed that is needed to change behind the scenes when you're acting on stage. Eh? Hmm. I discovered a new talent. I discovered that I can change into three outfits in the space of 5 minutes. Cause what? I discovered that I can wear three clothes at once to make changing easier. It wasn't funny, but it was fun. It wasn't funny, but it was fun, and I loved it. I loved the people that I met. Like, it was a good experience. It was a good experience. I also acted again for the drama unit in. We were invited to another fellowship castle to act. So yeah, but I wasn't the lead role in that one. But and that one was a short, like, it wasn't serious, right? So there wasn't like costume changes and all of that. Yeah. So that's that. Did I do any other thing spontaneous this year? I don't know. As I'm yapping as I go along, if I remember any, I would say it. Okay, so that sums up my year. Okay, I also attended dinner in my school. I attended my school's SUG, that's Student Union Government dinner, which is something I won't say it's something I've always wanted to do, but I didn't want to graduate not having attended one dinner. And what my eyes saw in that their pageantry, hmm, they should name it nudity, please, because that. Well, yeah, it was sure an experience. It was an experience. I had fun this year. Oh. I had fun this year. I had fun with my friends. I made new friends, made new connections. I had fun. Had fun this year. Like, yeah. Okay, so now that is the sum of my year from January till December, at least the most of it that I can remember. Then coming to tie the bow on this present, because this is my present, my Christmas present or New Year's present from me to you guys, is this episode. Okay. Did I put myself more out more this year? Because when I do these episodes, I always try to like, if you're an OG listener and you listen to the 2022 one, which is How Was Your 2022, right? Which is the first episode on the pod, you should go and listen to it. The audio is not so great, but then again, it's the first one. We're forgiving, right? I was like very comfortable in my comfort zone. I didn't want to step out of my comfort zone, right? So I challenged myself to put myself out more. And I think that with like as time has passed through 2023 and now 2024, I think I've done that. Like, and I'm looking forward to so much more, right? Because next year I'm hoping to have started NYSC. I'm hoping to change environment. Like me, I'm tired of River State. I'm hoping to change state, meet new people, meet new environments, have new experiences, right? I'm open. That's just what I'm trying to say. I'm open. I'm not as where I say shielded or comfortable in my comfort zone as I used to be, right? So yeah, I also did an online internship for business development. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it, but it was free and they were going to give me a certificate. I had already started, like maybe 2 weeks in. I was like, do I want to continue doing this thing? But then I was like, it's a free opportunity. And if I don't continue, that's just me wasting this opportunity, right? And they're going to give me certification. So I did successfully complete it. Then I did another course on ALX. I did AI Career Essentials on ALX, which I did get certification for too. That one was for 6 weeks. And what made that one stressful was that for like 2 weeks out of the program, right, I was attending my sister's wedding. So I couldn't keep up with like the deliverables every week. But luckily for me, they gave like a grace period before a final deadline to get all the deliverables and do the tests and all of that, which I did. And I got certified, guys. Yay. Okay, I don't think I did any other thing educational related besides go to school and become a graduate, you know. And then these two like courses that I took, I think that was it. Yeah, so I also I'm trying to delve into the world of broadcasting, right? So again, plug your girl, put me on, right? I mean, look at this beautiful voice and the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. It cannot go to waste. It cannot. So I have been applying more for roles like that recently. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's been good. I've enjoyed the year. I've learned so much. Thank you to my sister. Like anytime I think about it, I'm like so glad that I'm not the first. I'm so glad I have people that have experienced certain things to guide me. Like if you have older siblings that are helpful, you don't know what God has done for you. So my sister would literally give me advice at any given opportunity about like careers, or like how to enter the labor market with sense, right? With an upper hand, so to say. And let's turn this into a promo actually, if you're looking for guidance. Because she helped me for my project. Oh, Nana, thank you. Thank you, Nana. This is an appreciation. Let's call this segment of the podcast appreciation to Nana segment, guys. Just help me and tell her thank you because she really helped me. She really, really, really helped me and will continue to help me because she loves me. So, like, revamping my CV, writing my initial CV said before even revamping it, applying for jobs and all of that, like, mwah. Like I was saying, let's turn this into a promo segment now. If you need help, go to her page on TikTok, her remote hub, her remote hub. She helps people to like link to like remote jobs and stuff like that. She'll help you with your CV and all of that. My dear, tested and trusted and proven. And I'm not even saying it because like she's my sister. It has actually worked for me, right? And I'm so grateful. I feel like I wouldn't even be where I am right now, career wise, without Nana. So thank you, Nana. Moving on. Moving on. Where was I going with this? Okay, I was just listing like opportunities that I opened myself up to this year, right? So that was that. That's that for like career wise. Cause after school, as see as I'm saying after school, as it has been 2 years ago. Like, but like since I was since how do you even put this in present past tense? Past present tense. Okay, since being done with university, I've been initially I was quite anxious as to what life holds. Like, what am I going to do for the rest of my life, right? But then again, thanks to Nana, I've discovered that I'm 19 years old. I am a child. No matter how you want to look at it, right? I am a child. And I'm not saying that I'm going to waste my years. I'm just saying I have the time to try my hand at different things. I could try my hand at broadcasting. I could try my hand at acting, like I've mentioned. Like there are so many things that I could try. And I have the time, right? So why box myself into, oh, this is the career I want, and if it's not this, I'm not doing it. Like I'm not going to do that. Guys, I have talents. I'm going to explore them and use them, right? So yes, that's where we are at. So the anxiety is not so much anymore. It's still there, it still lingers a bit. I mean, that one is just being anxious for your life generally, which I don't think anybody can help really, but I don't let it get the better of me. Yeah. Okay, so on to things I've learned. The question was, did I put myself out more this year? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'm looking forward to doing even more next year. Oh, I forgot to mention I attended Bole Festival for the first time in my life. I was like, I cannot be living in Port Harcourt and not attend one Bole festival ever in my entire life before I leave the state because I am hoping to leave the state by next year. So I really, really wanted to do that and I did that. Unfortunately, I couldn't go for Rema's concert because it was all the way in Benin and it was just not aligning. I think it was like a week before my exam. And then you've already seen how serious I was the days of the exam. Imagine going for a concert, like I think the concert was on Saturday, and then my exam was on Monday. Like it wasn't going to work out, right? Then what have I learned this year? Huh. Well, I've learned to not let go of God, as I mentioned earlier, because every new day that you wake up is not that you deserve it, right? I see it as a gift. I see it as a new opportunity to do something. Nobody deserves the next day. Nobody even deserves the next minute, but you're giving it, right? So I feel like I've found ways to be grateful in the small things because if I'm waiting for like wonderful, amazing things to happen before I'm grateful, then I'm just going to be living in bitterness, which is something else I've learned. I really adopted gratitude this year and it worked for me. It changes your perspective on a lot of things, honestly. Like, okay, take for example, the result that I'm graduating with, right, is not what I wanted. It's not what I want till now. And it still bothers me till date, right? But there are so many things to be that I even went to school is enough to be grateful, right? So instead of focusing on the negative, and I'm not saying that I'm not going to be human and not go through emotions. Like I've gone through the emotional roller coaster for like a week. For like a week, I was crying constantly. I was constantly crying because I was blaming myself at some point. I was like, is it that I didn't put enough effort? Is it that all the effort I put, this is what I deserve? Like, there's no question I did not ask. Is it that I did not challenge more, my results more? I asked all the questions, my dear. But at the end of the day, I went to school. I'm a graduate. With the way Nigeria is even headed, even public school is now a luxury. Like, there are so many things to be grateful for. So I try not to focus on the negatives. Yes, I'll be human. I'll cry that moment. But you see, to take it to deep within me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cry that moment. I'm going to let it pass. Obviously, as a human, it's still going to resurface from time to time, but you find little things to be grateful for. Each day that you wake up, be grateful that you are walking with your two legs. Be grateful that you're breathing air. Be grateful that you've seen your family. Be grateful, right? So yeah, coupled with the amazing things that did happen this year, which I am grateful for also. So what did I learn this year? I learned that there is no reason to push God away, honestly. I learned that you should take your life one step at a time. You can't rush because the anxieties I went through this year, crazy. Like I was just talking about the anxiety of being done with school because I was like, what next? I felt like I didn't have an identity outside of school. I felt like all I am or all I had been was a student. And outside that, what else am I? Right? Like what else? I don't I was so anxious, like I don't want to discover it and fail. I guess failure is like the biggest anxiety because nobody wants to fail in life. And when you realize that true, your life has started, the anxiety like doubles, which is what happened to me. But as time has gone, I mean, months have passed since I finished school and I'm still alive, I'm still surviving, I'm still good, right? I'm still figuring things out. It has, like, it's not so much anymore. So I'm learning to take life one step at a time, especially in your youth. I watched a video recently and they were like, why do you expect to have like everything figured out in your 20s? You're just like a baby adult. Like this is like your first few years of adulthood. You cannot have everything I mean, people in their 60s still don't have everything figured out, right? So why would you have everything figured out at 20, or in my case 19? Yeah, I've chosen to just take life as it comes. Doesn't mean I'm not going to put the effort I'm supposed to put in, no. But I'm not going to think that I have everything under control or try to solve everything. Not everything is under my control, guys. It's not. And I will just overwork myself and burn myself out thinking that I can do that. So that's one thing. Another thing I learned this year, let me mention them. Don't push God away, no matter how comfortable you get, or no matter how bad the experience is. Don't push God away. Um, take life little by little, right? What else did I learn? Gratitude, gratitude. Be grateful, gratitude. Then I think the biggest one that I don't even know how this came about, to be honest, but I think the biggest like lesson that I learned this year that has really helped me is to not how do you put this in words? Don't take things so deeply, right? Now, I'm not saying you're not going to be hurt. I'm not saying you're not going to be excited or happy, but I'm just in this zone where I'm like, whatever comes, comes. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Truly, I'm hoping that it's not one of those things where later in life I will go to therapy and my therapist will tell me, don't you think it's because you never dealt with this properly when you were a child? Abego. But honestly, I don't know. So far, it's been helpful to me where I don't think about things too much. Because, like, okay, from the panic attack story that I told you, Paul, when I was like writing my project and everything, at the end of the day, I did it. Like, I did it. And the world kept moving. So I'm trying. I'm not saying I'm there yet because I mean, I still had a panic attack. I'm not saying I'm there yet, but I'm trying to like take things less deeply. Yes, I'm an emotional person. Yes, I'm going to cry. But like after that, I'm just going to let God handle some things. Not everything is in my control. Not everything is in my power to do. Like I'm a 5'3", 90-year-old child. Okay, with a 35 shoe size. What can I really do, you know? So I'm just basically taking life easy. That's just it. Like don't take things so deeply, honestly. That experience that you're going through today is going to come to an end. Like when I say that the past 3 years of my life has been a roller coaster, and I remember when it started, it felt like it wasn't going to end, and here I am. a graduate, a BSc holder. Like, as far as there's life, there's hope. Okay? As far as there's life, there's hope. Those are the things that I learned this year. Uh, Generally speaking, of the year, now this is not about me. I'm just going to give a review of what I think about the entertainment industry because I do, right? I think it was a good year for how do I put this? It was a good year for movies, but I also feel like most of the movies that were released this year were remakes of things that already existed, or part twos of things that already existed. And I'm now thinking, is it that we have lost our originality? Like, can we come up with new things? I don't know. I don't know. Even music that was released this year, if you check, a lot of them had like excerpts of like old music, right? And I like old music, so I can always catch it. I mean, look at the new song that Rema released. Is it a crime? Is it a crime? Okay, he released Marasha, but in it they said, "Is it a crime?" Is it a crime? Is It's an old song, right? That I already listened to before he even puts this one out. I was like, I know that we are drawing inspiration from like things that already exist, but what happened to originality? I feel like it's getting lost. So is it just me? I don't know. Look at Disney. Most of the movies Disney put out this year are remakes of things that already exist or number twos of things that already exist. Where's the creativity? Where's the Sha? I don't know. It's just me. It's just me. I feel like we're going back in time or we're losing our originality. I don't know. But yeah, overall, it was a good year. It was a good year for movies. It was a good year for music. I don't know about music. I listen to old school music most of the time. Most of the time, not all the time. So I can't say about music if it was a good year or not. But I think it was. I think people enjoyed music this year. What else? What am I looking forward to next year? Oh, you guys, I'm coming to the end of this episode. I really enjoyed making this. So, like, I've remembered so many things that I had for like on a normal day I wouldn't be thinking about it, but because I'm talking about it, I've remembered it, and it was nice to relive some moments. It was nice. I really, really love making these episodes. I really love it. And as much fun as I'm having making it, I hope you have fun listening to it. It's quite long. It's quite long. Just bear with us. If you've made it this far, a round of applause for you. You're an OG listener, and hopefully, in season three, we'll be able to incorporate our listeners more into the whole pod. People deserve a small treat. You deserve some accolades, right? Yeah. Okay. So, what am I looking forward to next year? So, last year, I prayed for happiness and peace this year. Did I get peace? Definitely not. Definitely not. Every month came with a roller coaster of both excitement and sadness. So I would not say that I had peace of mind. But did I have happiness? Yes. I prayed for happiness. I prayed for things that will make me happy, right? And they did. I'm a graduate, guys. So yes, yes, yes. I did receive happiness. Peace, I guess, in a way, because I had peace in God, right? There are situations where I'm just like, I'm not going to be stressing about this thing. Like, I'm not going to stress about it. Whatever happens, happens. It's in God's hands. So I guess I did get peace to an extent. I looked forward last year for this year to more growth and discovering who I am with God. Uh Growth, yes, I have grown a lot. I have grown a lot. The things that bothered me last year don't bother me this year, honestly. The things I fought for last year, I could care less this year, right? And I feel like that's just what happens as you continue to grow. You let go of things and you take on new things. Like now, last year, getting a job was not my problem. This year, I don't want to be a jobless graduate, right? Next year, at least, I don't want to be a jobless graduate. So there's that. I'm not jobless, Sha. Hint, hint. I'm not jobless, Sha. But you get what I mean. Like working wasn't a priority of mine last year. It is this year. Hopefully, it is going to get better next year. So it's just the more you grow, the more you let go of things and take on new things. So yes, I have grown. Emotionally wise, I think I have grown too. I don't know what's with me and the crying these days. Maybe because in the past I tend to, how do you say tend in past tense? I used to like bottle up my emotions for a while. I think from like when I was maybe 15 to like now to like 18 or 19. I used to bottle my emotions. I used to just be like, oh, I'm not going to feel it. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to la 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 la. I'm a strong girl. I'm a hard girl. It's going to pass me by. My dear, it's as if all those emotions, they were like, you refused to cry for the past 3 years, Abby, you're going to cry this year. Yes, so you will cry this year. And honestly, I'm grateful for it, right? I'm grateful for the ability to express my emotions better and even better with words. Because, like before, if I'm hurt by something or someone, I'll just be like, I beg, silent treatment straight up. Like, straight up. That was my coping mechanism. I'll just shut you out, shut everybody out. But now I'm making a conscious effort to like speak, use my words, right? And that's good. And even in my friendships, I think I'm better with my friends now. Like, communication wise, I know I could do better. I know I could do better, but I think I'm better now, right, than like last year. So there's that. Discovering who I am more in God. I guess I did because, like I said, I discovered that the more you hold on to the hem of Jesus' garment, the more your life has a direction. Let me put it like that. Yeah, however, I would like to be in the word more. Fingers crossed next year. I feel like what I lack, okay, we'll come to that. Sha. So, growth in the podcast. Yes, the pod grew. The podcast grew this year. I can't lie. We're still looking forward to more followers, subscribers on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, YouTube Music, everywhere. Like we're still looking up forward to more growth. But did the podcast grow this year? Yes, yes, it did. It grew in listenership. It grew. um, yeah, that's it for the pod. I wasn't too consistent, so I feel like if I was more consistent, we could have seen better results, right? So that one's on me. So I'm not even offended by it because I know it's my fault, right? But yeah, I also wanted to have more of a media presence, a social media presence. I don't know how exactly I'm going to go about that, which is why season three is also on hold because I feel like it needs its own page, but then I'm also scared to put it out. But yeah, we'll work on that and we'll see what we can do. Okay. Then there was something I said we'll get to. I've forgotten what it was because now it's where we are getting to things I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to more growth in the podcast. I'm looking forward to being in God's word more, right? I'm looking forward to more happiness, more peace. But to be more specific, what am I looking forward to next year? Because I feel like I got what I prayed for this year. What am I looking forward to next year? I'm looking forward to, okay, yeah, I remember now. I'm looking forward to adding structure to my life because I feel like without school, my life lacks discipline. When you have like a timetable or a routine, it's easy to just follow through. Like I wake up and I know that okay, I have to bathe, I have to be in class by this time, and after that I have to eat, I have to come back home, da. Right? There's structure. There's a system telling me what to do and what not to do, right? But now that I'm most likely going to be on my own next year, not in my mommy's house, my comfortable mommy's house. I feel like I need to add structure to my life. And this also reflects in my spiritual life, right? Because if I don't pick up my Bible to read it, it's not going to read itself. If I don't devote time to praying, the prayer will not happen out of the blue. So I need to add more structure and discipline. I need to discipline. It's not easy to discipline yourself. I found out this year that it's not easy to be your own disciplinarian because you want to go easy on yourself, but I need to discipline myself. Also reflect in my podcast, right? I need to be more consistent. I need to figure out a structure, into getting its social media presence. It's a lot. So what am I looking forward to next year? I'm looking forward to, and this is like my New Year's resolution, right? You all always know that I make a New Year's resolution. I don't remember what my New Year's resolution was last. Okay, was it for 2022? It was stepping out of my comfort zone and growing more, which I believe I did. For last year, if I can find it, because I always write it down, if I can find it, I would say it and see if we achieved that. But my New Year's resolution for next year, drum roll please. My New Year's resolution is to be more disciplined, to have structure to my life, and to be able to tell people in my life that okay, this is my own timetable. Because that's one thing that scares me. Because I'm like, okay, say I want to do like Bible study every 10 o'clock. How am I going to communicate to like my family or my friends that see you by 10 o'clock they cannot reach me? It's a bit I don't know. That's why I need discipline. Like it's my life. I need to take charge of the aspects of my life that I can control, right? So yeah, that's my New Year's resolution to add discipline and structure to my life going forward. What am I praying for next year? I'm praying for wow, I'm going to be 20. Hmm. I remember when I was turning 18 and I was losing my mind. Now I'm going to be 20. I'm not even losing my mind anymore. Like, I think I sapped all that energy in turning 18. What am I praying for in my 20s? I'm praying for more clarity on what path to take in life. I think that's what I'm praying for next year. So, my next year's prayer is for more clarity on what path to take in life. And my next year's resolution is to add discipline and structure to my life. By God's grace, we'll achieve that, right? So yeah, I'm always going to be hopeful for life and a new year because I have God and He's got me, right? And I just believe that next year is going to be good. I don't know. I can feel it. Hopefully, my feelings don't fail me. They didn't fail me this year, so hopefully they won't fail me for next year. But that's it. We've come to the end of this very long podcast. If you believe me, I'm going to continue talking. I don't like this is the only platform where I rant like an extrovert. Like I don't even think I talk to anybody as much as I talk to myself, or not myself, as much as I talk to you guys, my listeners on this podcast. Like the things that I've said here, I don't think I've have had a one-on-one conversation with anybody about them. But yeah, we've come to the end of this episode. You guys bring out the best in me, the best yapper in me. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. I've enjoyed making this episode and I hope you enjoy listening to it. Love and light. Bye.